Hidden beneath the ocean floor, a tiny predator carries a weapon unlike any other.
One movement creates a shockwave powerful enough to stun its prey. Speed is powerful, but timing is what makes the hunt successful.
The smallest hunters can succeed with perfect precision.
Behind every weapon lies a fortress built for survival. Even the strongest weapons have enemies they cannot ignore. Against a larger predator, survival depends on the perfect moment. Survival begins with a place safe enough to call home. Two different creatures discover that survival is easier together. One sees the danger above, the other protects the home below. Together, two small creatures survive a world built to destroy them. Even the strongest weapon has a weakness when the enemy is larger. Beneath the sand, a hidden world exists where every shelter has a value. In the reef, the greatest battles are often fought over the smallest territories. Every day, survival depends on teamwork, patience, and trust. Every powerful weapon needs energy to survive. Precision, not size, decides who survives. The power of its weapon begins with the food it finds. Across different oceans, survival creates different strategies. Without coral to hide behind, the burrow becomes the first line of defense. Above the sand, predators search. Below it, survival waits in silence. Knowing when not to strike can be the difference between life and death. In the rocky reef, every crack can become a home or a battlefield. A perfect shelter is worth fighting for in a dangerous ocean. Survival is not only about winning battles, it is about creating a future. Before a partnership begins, nature demands proof of strength. After survival comes another challenge: finding a partner. After finding a partner, the greatest challenge is protecting the next generation. Inside this hidden shelter, a new generation begins its journey. Protecting the next generation is the greatest battle of survival. For the first time, the weapon is used not for hunting, but for protection. Deep inside the shelter, tiny lives are preparing to leave their first home. Then, almost unseen, the first of a new generation breaks free. Beyond the shelter, the smallest survivors enter a world with nowhere to hide. Alone in the current, every passing shadow can become a matter of survival. In the darkness, danger does not need to be seen to be close. Sometimes, trust begins with a single touch. A A shared home begins when two hunters learn to work as one. Once a home is secure, survival becomes a rhythm shared by three. Even a safe home must endure a world that never stops changing.
Adaptation begins when an animal learns to work with the forces around it.
When the current changes, the reef reveals opportunities hidden beneath the sand. After the storm passes, the hunter must decide when opportunity worth the risk. Food found beyond the shelter now becomes nourishment for the life within it. Survival becomes stronger when resources are shared within a protected home. Before danger is seen, it can sometimes be felt. Sometimes the greatest danger arrives quietly before the smallest creatures even know it is there. Sometimes survival means staying still long enough for danger to pass. After danger passes, life returns quietly to the work of survival. Inside the darkness, the next generation is almost ready to enter the ocean. Before they ever see the reef, danger is already waiting outside. Hidden in darkness, the first survivors begin their journey into the ocean. Out here, survival depends on the current carrying them toward a place they can call home. In the open ocean, even the smallest meal can decide who survives. After a journey through endless water, the search for a new home finally begins. Every new life must eventually leave protection and discover its own path. Learning to hunt is the first step toward becoming a survivor. Every powerful hunter begins with a single successful attempt. To survive alone, the smallest creatures must first claim a place of their own. Every territory must be defended, even by those just beginning their journey. A territory becomes a true home only when it is built with patience. Even the strongest hunters survive better when they find the right companion. One watches the world above. The other protects the home below. The first true test of a partnership comes when danger finally arrives. Size creates fear, but courage and strategy can change the outcome. Every challenge survived transforms a shelter into a stronger home. Growing stronger means eventually facing those who came before. Strength is not inherited, it is earned through survival.
On the reef, every survivor earns a place in the living world.
Survival is a constant journey, because the ocean never stays the same. Experience changes survival, but the ocean always creates new challenges. Against intelligence and patience, even the strongest weapon must choose carefully. After countless dangers, trust becomes the strongest defense. Even the strongest partnerships must survive the changing forces of nature. When the reef becomes uncertain, every hidden shelter becomes valuable.
After every storm, survival begins with rebuilding what was lost. One small shelter can become a foundation for an entire community. Every generation inherits the shelters and lessons created before them. Every life eventually ends, but every territory carries a story forward. The ocean's knowledge is not written in words, but in survival. One day, every survivor must face the ocean alone. Growing stronger means discovering a place that can truly become your own. Every new home begins with a single movement toward survival. A territory becomes truly yours only when it survives its first challenge. Survival becomes stronger when two different lives learn to depend on each other. The cycle begins again, as every survivor prepares for the life that follows. Within a hidden chamber, the future of the reef begins quietly. Every new life begins with a journey into an uncertain ocean. In the open ocean, the smallest lives face the greatest challenges. Across the ocean, every new generation begins the search for a place to belong. Growing up in the reef means learning the rules of survival before it is too late.
The ocean remembers no individual, only the endless cycle of survival. One tiny life can reveal the incredible story of an entire ocean.